Check this. Something I just came up right now. So a long time ago, maybe about 11 years ago, I met somebody that suffered from this same type of I would say diagnosis as me, and health wise. And when I was with them, I wasn't suffering that though. Like before, I wasn't suffering that until I was with them. And it was like I'm giving you a more broader perspective of all of this, because I'm starting to realize that me trying to be so empathetic that I wanted to be in her same shoes, to feel that pain, to understand her on a more deeper level, not surface level, on a more deeper level. I took that, and I feel like I have to break free from that. It's not real. It's not true. It's not real. It's not. But then again, I'm like, I feel what I feel, right? I've been feeling the pains or whatever, everything she felt with the diagnosis. And I got diagnosed that and they haven't done all the extra stuff. So in my head now, my being, more my head, my being, it feels like literally it was just me, and taking some type of perspective or some type of scenario and embodied it and kept it with me the whole entire time, so many years, right? Is this it? Like, it has to be it, because I didn't feel it before, and then all of a sudden I started feeling it. And for various years, I now realize what it is completely on a more deeper spiritual level. And the condition has to do with female. You have to be a female to feel this type of pain, because it's only, most of the time, I believe, it's only on females. Unless men have fallopian tubes and, ovaries and stuff like that. With that being said, the spiritual meaning of it, the deep depths of it, it's breaking generational curses, because you're literally, it's there. It's the pain that you're carrying from past lives and your ancestors' past lives that you're carrying on yourself, encoded on you. So that's the more deeper level, and it's just like, it's way more than that. It's just, you're tapping into every fucking being that suffered unlawfully, like not right. Not right. It's just like, was more on the spectrum of abuse than treated. Sometimes they were treated wrongfully. I speak now with emphasis on words, because words literally are spells, and they're certain words that activate in a more, I don't want to say confused, it's like eradicated, I guess you would say the word is, to eradicated. Hold on, I'm looking for eradicated. I will tell y'all right now, it would what I'm trying to say, I don't even know where I was at. So apparently I came off track. You see what I mean? Whenever I look for the word. Just because I'm a perfectionist and like to be like that. We're we're healing and through being compassionate, the fact that I am a perfectionist, but I also have to understand that I also am learning. So I can't be a professional all the time, and I don't know it all until I'm in the moment. And once I leave the moment, you got just saw proof of it. I don't recall what exactly I was talking about, to be real, to be the honest right now. I don't remember another damn thing what I was saying. But so much that my ears are burning. Like, and it's not from embarrassment. I just don't know what, that's something new. I don't know what that is. But yeah. I guess it will come back. But I know the word was eradicated, and I was mentioning about something else, like, and I just don't know. That's insane. In the membrane, it's not insane. It'll come back if it's meant to be said. It'll come back. If it's not, then we're moving on. We're moving on. So I really don't know what conversation. Wow, that's so weird for me. That's so weird for me, guys. Okay. All right. Hello. So I'm gonna tell you what's so weird for me right now. What's so weird is the moment y'all see me shaking right now. That's literally my hand shaking because I don't know. It's maybe the position that I'm in right now. So what's so weird is that I don't even remember most of this conversation. Like the 6 minutes that we've been running, 5 minutes of that conversation, I don't remember completely. So that means it wasn't me. I was in the zone again. It happens like that, like a lot. Do I catch it? No. This is the first time I probably caught it a couple times. I'm a live or video. I catch it when I watch the video. Like this. And did I totally forget completely of what I was saying? That's yeah. So my understanding of what I came here for, to make the video in general, is the fact that I embodied somebody else's pain thinking it's my pain. And it's so real because I feel it, but it's never was my pain. But then again, I'm like, okay, so many people do suffer this now, so many women do suffer this now and don't even know it. So, I was part of that bunch. There's different perspectives in my head right now. All goes to a lighter version of it, a lighter version outlook at it, instead of it being so heavy and drastically negative. Yeah, so it's just like a lighter version of perspective of what I'm seeing. But when it comes to the pain, like, now I realize it's not real. It really isn't real. And I'm gonna give you an example that I did something because I was so irritated of feeling this way. I was so irritated of feeling any type of pain. I was good. I was like in the most, I ain't gonna say the most highest ever. Yeah, one of my most highest points in my life. Like, and I don't mean by what society considers success. I mean success with myself and overcoming a lot of shit innerly, like, and just getting addicted to shadow work and just being happy, but like, I miss it so much. Cause the only problem there was being in the clouds so much. I was in the clouds a lot. I wasn't grounded at all. At all. So everything was like, yeah. And then when I reached the ground, I'm like, it got serious. It got serious, but not too serious, but it got serious. It got serious to the point I had to learn how to balance that seriousness and the cloudiness, like, not cloudiness, but being in the cloudiness, because there's a balance. You're centered and you have clarity, and also have envision, or like putting forward. Like when you have balance, you have the clarity, right? And then you can put it all together, and then you put it forward, like bring it to life. So yeah, the pain is not real. So I said the pain is not real. I got fed up. And I kept saying that over and over for like, I think it was 60 days. And I didn't feel it, guys. I didn't feel the pain for a good minute. And all of a sudden, like when I don't know if it's because I stopped smoking weed at that time, or I would have to go back. But we'll study to see which one works and which one not. But if it was that I stopped smoking weed, then I understand why. Because the smoke has a lot to do with the activation of different flare-ups that happens in my body with the condition that it is diagnosed. Anyways, with that being said, that's probably why. But if it wasn't, I was still smoking. Then that was me intaking somebody else's pain. But I really do. I feel like it was me intaking somebody else's pain because I didn't feel the pain at all. It was just like after that relationship. I'm not gonna lie. It was really after that relationship. While I was in that relationship, I started feeling everything. And I don't know if it's like magic in the sense of like, okay, so you're trying to like actually be tethered to your partner to the point that you can feel, see everything like, yeah. And that shows me a different side of me, because it shows me how deep and intensely cosmic I am. Because it's not surface level, it's depths. Like, we're trying to get, what I mean by cosmic is just, not everybody gets in depths like that. Like, to the point that you can feel exactly, but you want to, like, your mind is like, okay, I want to feel what you're feeling. That way, whenever you're in some type of need, you can have yourself too, but I want to be part of that and add something, you know what I'm saying, to that point, like in my head, or I also want to feel what you're feeling. And it tethers all that, but it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. It tethers all that to, like, when I was younger, that I didn't want no one to feel what I feel or feel any type of pain. I wanted to protect people from pain. And then when I realized, when I grow up to be an adult and see everything in a broader perspective, I realized that I can't shelter nobody out of a pain, because pain is what teaches you. You know what I'm saying? So now I see. But it was the heart of not wanting another to feel or be alone in a situation. But it was also abandonment issues and only having myself at the time and not knowing, like, as a kid. So whenever I did this in friendships and relationships, now I realized that it was all tethered to when I was a kid. And that's the root, right? So I honor the root, right? I gave the feeling, I definitely gave my inner child the say so of, first of all, apologize for everything that actually happened, and you're okay to feel what exactly is it that my inner child is feeling. Give it a great big hug. Tell it I love them and they're not alone no longer, and that I always have their back. And that whenever a situation comes, I'm not going to be beating it up. I'm not going to be shunning it to the side. I'm not going to be not letting it say what it needs to say or feel what it needs to feel. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I stopped doing. I stopped letting it feel certain things because it felt uncomfortable, because I felt like I was being extra, being somebody's burden. I didn't want to be nobody's burden. And I still work through that till this day. Like, because I do, but I think that's a beautiful thing in me in this sense. I don't surround myself with people in general. If my vibe and my energy is funky, it's like funky, I'm not trying to be around people. I will avoid people at all costs. I will try to do my best to avoid my own animals at all. Like, I really would, because I do not. First of all, I don't want to take it out on anybody, or have them feel that either. Even though I know my kids, my fur children, they're here to generally like remove some of that energy and help me balance. But I be wanting to figure it out. And it's gotten to the point that I'm like, all right, now I know how to like balance it now. Before it was just like out of whack. And I don't like that. I don't like taking out on anybody. Like, and I don't like seeing other people do the same shit to other people. It irritates me. But then again, that's when I realized that, all right, I have the feeling of irritation. That's because of the fact that I don't like doing that. But why I don't like doing that? The reason why I don't like doing that is because they don't deserve to feel what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And that's my feelings. So, if anything, I gotta honor it myself. Confirmation work. I gotta honor it myself and see why am I feeling that way? Why, like at that moment, why is it that I'm feeling this way? I get irritated after the fact that I don't want to put like people into feeling my feelings or tapping into my energy whenever when I have a funky energy. Like, and we all get to there. Like, it doesn't matter how high you are in your journey. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we're a duality. So there has to be a form of balance. So there's this. I mean, what goes up must come down. Straight up. Period. You may think that what they call a spacecraft, it leaves, right? But it lands somewhere else. So what goes up? What goes down somewhere else? It goes down somewhere else. So yeah, just think about that. With that being said, don't be afraid of yourself and what you're capable of. Like, I see people saying it's a disservice, and it gets me irritated. Like, but not them, and myself. Like, bro, like, it is a disservice. Like, it really is a disservice. But it's then again, like, I'm thinking this is also coding this happening because I'm reaching to another level in my life. So it gotta how you say, try to discourse me. Try to do its best to discourse me, because that's what it's there for. It's a coding to bring you either to comfortability or to what you think is a whole bunch of setbacks. But nothing's a freaking setback. I noticed that nothing is a setback. Regardless of what you think is a setback or what I thought it was a setback, it catapulted me forward to where I'm supposed to be. So I feel like every moment I take, every step I take, every day that I exist, literally moments, every moment I take, every moment I have is a right moment. Like, divine timing. Everything that happens is divine timing. I don't miss anything. And people, that word missing out, you're not gonna miss out anything that's not for you. I mean, it's for you. You're not gonna miss out anything that's for you. There you go. You're not. It's not gonna work that way. It doesn't work that way. And that's just generally how it works, how it is. Like, and if you want something that's for you, like, and there's quantum leap, like, you feel me? But that's a whole different story. Like, let's start baby steps. Baby steps is that you can want your desires and it come about as much as focus you put on it, right? And it's divine timing. It comes in divine timing. Nothing is out of ordinary, you know what I'm saying, or delayed or anything like that. When you reach to another level, things are going to look like it's a delay, but in reality, it's not really a delay. If you really want to, because you are the manifester, you are the master of the creation of what you see through your eyes and live through your life. In that moment right there, you can be someone else, because it's that moment. You choose to be someone else. So let's say you're a musician and you choose to be a painter, and your whole persona, everything, you change your everything to fit there, to embody what you exactly desire. So it's painting, right? But it was that chosen moment, you know what I'm saying? That was divinely orchestrated at that moment to come about, for you to go ahead and take yourself out of your comfort zone, to be uncomfortable because you never done painting in your life, and you go ahead and go do painting. And you gotta put practice and consistency to see that does it fit or does it not fit. And when you see that it does fit, and then you just do it passionately, then it doesn't seem hard or difficult or uneasy no more. It gets comfortable. And then when you reach that comfort zone, you see another opportunity that's going to definitely put you out of comfort zone. Because there's like, all right, there's so many forms of painting. So let's say painting is that you draw with pencils and you do portraits, right? And then you desire to do some type of shit like Monet. I think he does landscaping or something like that. But yeah, that's totally different. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives a different type of texture and different type of like layout of painting. Monet's, I think landscaping is like, it brings it to a 3D level, because you see the rigid parts of certain, I mean, if you know art, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's landscaping. I'll look it up when I can. But anyways, with that being said, just don't be afraid of changing. What's in love like?